I cut my sister off years ago and now she's died. Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of mugginess. I've been a counsellor for over 20 years and I specialise in personality disorders. I'll be pointing out red flags and speculating on what personality disorder the OP might be dealing with. Dear Agnes, I'm a 66-year-old woman and my sister was 76. When our parents died young, I was only 16 and my sister was 26. She was married to a very bad man. They had 4 kids at the time. They ended up having 7. My parents had done everything they could to stop her dating him, but he got her pregnant when she was a teenager. Our parents were devastated and ashamed, so they let her marry him. But when they died, they left my sister their house, but only left me their small amount of savings. I was devastated. How could they choose to give my sister their house after she had made stupid life choice after stupid life choice? I felt so unloved and rejected by my parents that after I had a huge argument with my sister, I cut her off. As I got older, I realised that my parents had left my sister their house so she and her children could have their own home. She was living in a council house, and hopefully she'd leave him. They loved their grandchildren very much. My parents never knew that their son-in-law was beating her and their kids. They didn't like him because they got a bad feeling from him. My dad would have ripped his arm off and beaten him to death with it if he had known. When I got the news that my sister had died a few days ago, I felt so upset and guilty. I never did anything to protect those kids. Nobody reported anything in the 70s, and I wasted all those years being upset and angry. Even after I grew up and realised why they did it, I still didn't reach out to her. Should I reach out to my nieces and nephews? Should I go to her funeral? She never divorced that awful man, so he'll get the house my parents paid for, which is now worth a fortune. My parents will be turning in their grave. My reply: the first thing I would do is write your sister a letter telling her everything you felt then and how you are feeling now. You were only a young teenager who was devastated by losing your parents, and you reacted with anger because you were so hurt and you didn't understand why your parents left her the house. You were also left alone to fend for yourself, which no young teenager should have to do. If you go to the funeral, it can be a good way to get closure. If you go, take someone for support, and maybe seeing how your adult nibblings react to you will let you know if you should approach them or not. Because you had no support when your parents died, and then you lost contact with your sister, I wonder if you had a chance to grieve for your parents. There are so many feelings around bereavement, loss, guilt, anger, regret, and sometimes we need help to navigate our way through them. You can contact Cruise Bereavement Support at www.cruise.org.uk. I'm so sorry for your loss.